Thank you for your interest in Midwestern Services Incorporated. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch and listen to the types of positions we have available. Midwestern is a company that desires to be the best in the world at what we do. We're looking for people who share our desire and are willing to put forth the effort to be among the best in the world at what they do. We recognize that if each crew member is willing to do this and cooperates with their teammates, the crew could be one of the best tank cleaning crews in the world. That means that we are looking for people who will be as interested in how to do what they do better as they are in the paycheck they receive. Midwestern Services is a growing company who is looking for people who have the desire to grow individually while helping the company to grow at the same time. If this appeals to you, I would like to take a few minutes of your time to tell you about Midwestern and what we do. I ask you to listen closely and then make your decision based on what you hear. First, if you're qualified, and second, if Midwestern and this career sounds right for you. Who we are and what we do. Midwestern Services is a privately owned company that originated in 1973 in Snyder, Texas. Our primary business is cleaning large above-ground tanks that are used for the storage of crude oil, diesel, and gasoline. These tanks are usually located in crude oil tank farms, product terminals, refineries, and electric power plants. Midwestern is dedicated to being the best and safest tank cleaning contractor in America. The tank cleaning crews. Midwestern Services uses a standard 7-man cleaning crew. The crew will consist of a supervisor, foreman, equipment technician, and 4 crewmen. The crew travels from Midwestern's shop to the job site or from the motel to the job site. The crew takes a variety of vehicles, tools, and equipment with them on each job. Everyone is required to provide their own transportation to our Houston shop. How we clean tanks. Now I would like to provide a brief explanation of how we clean tanks. The supervisor and equipment technician work outside the tank while the foreman and 4 crewmen work inside the tank. Midwestern uses a variety of pumps that are placed into the tank to pump the tank bottoms or sludge out. In the event that the bottoms become too heavy to flow to the pump, Midwestern has developed specialized processes to move the heavy bottoms to the pump for extraction from the tank. Once the bottoms have been removed from the tank, the crew will scrape and diesel wash all surfaces within the lower 6 feet of the tank. They will then either dry the floor with an absorbent material or wash the tank interior with a hot pressure washer. Once these tasks are completed, the tank should be clean, dry, gas-free, and ready to be inspected or have any repair work that needs to be done completed. Out-of-town work requirements. If you were hired, you should plan to be away from home 90% of the time. Our average job takes 10 working days to complete. However, the length of the job can vary from 1 day to several months. While away from home, Midwestern will pay for travel costs to and from the job, hotel costs, and we give a $25 per day cash allowance for meals. We have a rotation schedule that allows employees to come home at regular intervals. You will be out of town for 7 weeks and then get 1 week off. The travel requirements of the job cannot be changed, so you should carefully consider your family and personal situation when deciding whether being away from home for extended periods of time is something you are willing to do. Some people like the travel and some hate it, so you should give the travel requirements of this job and your tolerance for it careful consideration. Midwestern's crew's work schedule. Most of our customers want us to work Monday through Saturday. Occasionally, a customer may be desperate to get the tank back in operation quickly and ask that we work on a Sunday or add a second shift at night, but this is rare. Our normal workday is from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. with 30 minutes off for lunch. This is a 10-hour workday. You should average between 50 and 60 hours per week. Physical requirements. Now let me give you some information about the physical requirements for cleaning tanks. If you are significantly over 6 foot tall or extremely overweight, it will cause you difficulty working inside tanks. The crewman's job requires hard physical work in hot and cold conditions. So, if you have ever had back problems or any other physical weakness, heat stroke or heat stress, this is not the job for you. Each worker must be clean shaven. You may have a mustache as long as it does not extend beyond the corners of your mouth. This is required so that the air mask or respirator will properly seal against your face without leaking. You must be able to pass a pulmonary function test. This is a test designed to ensure that you have enough lung capacity to breathe through various types of respirators. People who have asthma or emphysema would likely have trouble passing this test. You must be able to speak, read, write, and understand English well enough to pass the written test without any help. We also have a drug and alcohol program, and you must be able to pass a pre-employment drug and alcohol test and random drug and alcohol test. If you use drugs, this is not the job for you. If you drink so heavily that it has caused you problems on previous jobs or on weekends, this is not the job for you. Safety requirements. Working safely is something that we demand from all of our employees. Strict adherence to Midwestern safety policy is required. We do not want any injuries, no matter how minor, on our job sites. Our customers will not continue to use our company for tank cleaning if we do not maintain a good safety record, so everyone's job depends on working safely and smart. The atmosphere of each tank is carefully checked by the supervisor before any entry is made. He or she determines the appropriate level of safety gear, such as supplied air respirators or cartridge type respirators, that will be required for that particular day. Midwestern supplies hard hats, safety glasses, rubber boots, gloves, and other safety gear that you will need. The only item you will have to supply is your own steel-toe leather work boots. The type of person we are looking for. Midwestern does not require that applicants have experience in tank cleaning. We will train you to do the job. Previous industrial experience, such as oil field jobs, sandblastings, coatings, or working in plants, is very helpful. The type of person we are looking for is someone that is willing to do a job that requires hard physical labor and a person that is dependable and responsible. Someone who is on time for work every day, and someone who is willing to take instruction to do his job the way we want it done. Late night drinking binges and partying on work days is not acceptable because it interferes with your ability to work the next day. Due to the extensive travel requirements, we are unable to hire those applicants who are on probation or parole or awaiting trial. You must be a team player and willing to work and get along with other employees. We are building teams that can work together and get the jobs done efficiently and professionally. Midwestern wants people who treat others with respect. On-the-job training. You will be required to complete a pre-employment orientation. The orientation will consist of a 40-hour HAZWOPER, PFT, fit testing, drug and alcohol screen, and other various training sessions. Potential for advancement. There is unlimited opportunity for advancement with Midwestern Services. We are adding crews, and the opportunity is there to move into a higher position as your skill levels increase. Advancement at Midwestern is not based on seniority. It is based on individual performance and the person's ability to lead others and successfully manage projects. Compensation. We will not be covering actual pay rates and compensation that are being offered in this video. That will be discussed during your interview process.